Hey guys, it's C. So I am the owner of Bodizen Boutique. I wanted to come and share with y'all some things of regarding like how to start an online boutique. Like you see a lot of people doing it, you see it pop up everywhere, but it's still a question mark. Like, how do I do that? How do I create it and how do I get the money coming and how can I get started, right? That's what even whenever I started, it was like a back and forth, like, how do I do it? Like, I see y'all telling me how to do it, but how do I do it? But honestly, when you have that mindset, y'all, a lot of it is you denying yourself. Like, when it comes to a business, sometimes you just have to, like, just go for it. Sadly, it's said like that, like, nothing's gonna be perfect when it comes to business, right? When you start a business, it's going to be a lot of like experience for you to get it right. Like, sadly, yeah. I mean, yes, you're supposed to do your planning and all of that, but like, it's gonna be some times that you may mess up or anything like that, and that's okay. So when you pick yourself up and keep it moving, you learn from that mistake and you carry on, right? But let's get into it, right? So I want to go through the steps of how to start an online boutique, and I want to, all the other stuff. I'm gonna create another video for. But first step regarding starting an online boutique, you have to decide, like, what is your niche? What do you want to sell? Do you want to sell loungewear? Do you want to sell jewelry? Do you want to sell purses? Do you want to sell shoes? Do you want to sell, like, what do you want to sell? You got to decide that. Like, what is your main idea of what you're selling and where do you go from there, right? And once you figure out, like, what you're going to sell, this helps you get to the next step, which is coming up with your name. Guys, I see a lot of people do a lot of mistakes with the name because a lot of people want to do like fake do the name like perfect. They'll do it with a K or closet. They'll do it with a K instead of S. Like, you want to come up with a name that people will always remember, right? Something that they'll be like, ooh, what is that again? Like something that they'll be like, all right, I remember that one. Something that they can easily hear you say and they can go back home and easily type it in and look it up, right? So if you have a name that's spelled incorrectly, a lot of times people may not find you when they get home because they don't have access to you again to be able to, well, like if the person like a stranger, they don't have access again to you to know like how to spell it, right? So when you're trying to find out your name, make sure you're checking every social media site to make sure you're the only person, because you don't want to have a name that someone else has. And then people are going online to search for you, and then they're pulling up other people's boutiques. You want them to come to your page and your page only, and you want them to shop with you, right? So you don't want them to like go in a different direction. So just make sure you check every social media platform and things like that, so you are getting the correct person. Well, they're getting the correct person and the correct website that they're trying to go to, right? And then one thing that I do believe, which is step 3, you should be doing in the beginning, because you cannot move any further if you're deciding to sell clothes, is you're getting your permit, getting your reseller's permit, getting your LLC, getting your EIN number, get everything. Just get everything. So once you get to the stage of I'm gonna start getting my inventory and stuff, you have it, because you cannot buy anything or move forward until you get your reseller's permit with your state. And every state is different, so just make sure you just type in reseller's permit in whatever state you're in, reseller's permit Georgia. Like, just make sure that you have the .gov and make sure you're not going to like a scam site. So every state has a certain place you go to, so make sure you go to the correct state. But with that being said, once you get everything done and everything, right? Once you get all your paperwork that you need, this would be another good time to also go ahead and get your domain and get your website. 'Cause now you got your name, you got your permits, and you got everything you need, right? Everything is in your business name, right? Right. So it could that's actually one thing I do want to add. Whenever you get your permits and things like that, go ahead and get you a business account so you get that set up. So, because honestly, y'all, you don't want your business stuff and your personal stuff all mixed up together. So rewind back on that one. You want to make sure once you get your EIN number, everything back, you want to go ahead and get your business account and everything like that too. And then also that will help because then you can get business credit and things like that. You want to get business credit. Okay. Okay. But yeah, back to the website part. So step 4, right? You want to get your domain and get your website, right? A lot of people use GoDaddy, and then they use like Shopify or Squarespace or things like that. But I'm gonna recommend if you are going to be a clothing boutique, I definitely, well, honestly, like for anyone really, but Shopify is the best e-commerce site. It provides you with everything you need. It gives you reports. It gives you it tracks everything for you. Like it makes it simple for small business owners. But even being a small business owner, there's even big people that use Shop. Everyone, a lot more people use Shopify than you think. So why not use the platform that gives you all the things that you need instead of having to create everything and it's just not working out? Because other platforms be having issues and stuff. But yeah, get Shopify right there. Just get Shopify. Don't get nothing else. Just get Shopify. I don't have time to, okay, whatever. But yeah, so once you get your domain and website, so again, some people use GoDaddy and things like that. You can use GoDaddy, that's fine. But I actually just use Shopify for everything. So I got my domain on Shopify, then I got my website and all that on Shopify. So, and also this goes back to your name and everything. So normally if you can find that you can't find your name anywhere else, you should be good. So when you get your domain and everything, you should be able to match it together with everything else. You want all your names on all your social media platforms to match up. You want your website to match up. So when people are going to your website and people are going to your social media, they can match it all together and not have to actually search and do different things, right? So these are a lot of things you want to check for. Just make sure no one else has your name. So when people are searching for you, they search for you exactly. They're not searching for anyone else. You don't want to get mixed up with someone else and they taking your sales or anything like that, right? Okay. So after doing so step 5, right? So now with step 5, after you get your domain, the website, your name, your permits, all that, right? So now we want to go into making sure we get your logo, right? So I actually use Fivver. You can use Fivver too to get someone to because there's a lot of vendors and people on there that can do it for you. So I went through there and did got my logo. Later down the line, I actually ended up doing it myself because I didn't like how they did it. And that also goes into that I got my logo a little too soon. I got it in the beginning before I truly decided on my name and everything. So yeah, that's why I say you do want to decide on your name in the beginning before you get to the logo part, because I thought I knew my name and all of that, and then came down to it and I didn't like the logo and I didn't like how everything looked, and I changed my name and I created my own logo. I created my own logo on Canva. So I do recommend Canva for anyone because honestly I use Canva for a lot of the things that for my boutique, as in my flyers and editing and things like that. Everything for my social medias and also my emails, marketing, and all of that. So do recommend Canva if you want to create your own logo. But if you have everything together, you know exactly the name that you want, you know exactly how you want to put your logos together, you can go to Fivver and someone can create it for you. And so that was 5, I think. So after that, it's going to be, so after your logo, you want to come up with your business plan. So when you're thinking business plan, you're thinking who's your target audience, what is your budget, all the big things like you need in a business plan, you really have to go very thorough. So you are knowing exactly why you're in business and what you are going in business for. Who, what, when, why. That's not exactly a business plan, but it basically explains it, okay? But definitely look up business plans and do a template. There's a lot of templates out there that you can do. Make sure you do your business plan, please. Please, guys. Okay, so after that, it is time for the fun part, but don't go crazy because I went a little crazy with this part and I wish I did not, and I wish I would have did it a little differently. So looking up inventory, right? So a lot of times you go to look up for inventory and things like that, you're going to want to shop for yourself and you're going to tend to forget like what is my target audience. That's when you go back to your business plan and you put back in your head like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This is the age group. This is the woman. This is the woman and vision that I have for who I'm shopping for, because you will get sidetracked and you will be buying a lot of different things that does not make any sense for your business. So make sure when you're shopping for your inventory, make sure you're completing outfits. Because whenever I first started, I was just buying pieces and pieces and pieces of things. And I thought, I could just put it together and throw it on site and then people would buy, right? No. People like things to be visual, so they like, if you have like a whole outfit put together, they automatically are like, ooh, like, I like that. They don't even know like who it's from or what. They just like, oh, I want that. And then they will click on it and then they'll go to it and boom, you got to sell, right? Maybe that's not that simple, but that's, it broken down. And a rampant or more rampant, whatever. But yeah, so make sure when you're shopping for your target audience and you're shopping for who you plan for your business to be for. Okay, please. And that's one thing I do want to add. It does come a time that your the idea of what your business may be can change, and that's fine. That's experience, and that's going through business and things change. Yeah, just you'll get to that point. But in the beginning, you want to make sure when you're shopping, you're not going crazy. Then you're gonna spend too much money, and then you're gonna put yourself in a hole. You don't want to be in a hole, y'all. Don't do that. Okay, and so after, and also you gotta decide like regarding inventory, you gotta decide you're gonna shop online or if you're gonna go to like LA or like a place like Atlanta or anything like that so you can get your inventory. So definitely do your research, make sure you know exactly what vendors you want. I mean, it's gonna be, not gonna lie, unless you know someone that already know people, it's gonna be an experiment again. So it's gonna be like times that you may buy from a vendor and you don't like it. That's business, and you have to go through those steps to figure out what you like and what you want for your business, right? Sad to tell you, but yes, business, sometimes you fail, sometimes you just gain all the way. Like, you're gonna be okay. I promise. You're gonna be okay. But so the last step is setting your launch date. Girl, congratulations. Like, you are almost there. You are going to remember to market. Like, use these social media platforms. Use everything you can. Don't expect like as soon as you launch it's going to just happen if you have not been marketing. Like, it's just an ongoing marketing. You got to find your customers. Got to keep pushing. Market. I cannot stress that enough. You have to market yourself. Like, a lot of times you can, like, there's some people that that get with not vendors. They get with influencers and they tell them to wear their stuff. I haven't did that yet from my end, but a lot of people have, and it allowed them to grow fast. Or you could do ads and things like that, paid ads. But I do recommend that you take some type of course or something that teach you how to do these ads, because it's not easy to just do the ads and then it works. Again, when you're doing ads, you're spending your own money. So you got to make sure when you're in business that you are cutting costs as much as you can, right? But the main thing about it, you have to market yourself. So you got to find ways to market yourself. If paying for ads is what you have to do, you have to experiment and you have to figure out what your customers like. What do your customers like? Remember that. What do your customers like? When you're throughout the whole time of you creating your business and starting your business, what should stay in your head is, what do your customers like? Okay? But that's all from me. I'm definitely going to come out with more videos on how I can help y'all with your boutique journey. But thanks, y'all. Bye.